You slept 8 hours last night, maybe even 9. And right now, you're exhausted. Like genuinely, bone-deep tired. The kind of tired where you've had your coffee, you've been awake for hours, and you still feel like you could fall asleep standing up. And here's the part that really messes with your head. You did everything right. You went to bed at a reasonable time. You got your hours in. So why does your body feel like it never slept at all? I'm going to tell you something that most people never figure out. And once you hear it, you're going to understand your exhaustion in a completely different way.
My name is Alex, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people who do everything right still feel completely drained. If you're someone who gets enough sleep but still wakes up exhausted, still drags through the day, and still counts down the hours until you can go back to bed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out. Alright, let's get into it.
Sleep hours are not the same as rest. Here's the thing that nobody explains. Sleep and rest are not the same thing. Your body has two completely different systems that need recovery. Your physical body, muscles, organs, immune system, recovers during sleep. That part is working fine. 8 hours, and your physical body is genuinely restored. But your mind, your emotional load, your mental weight, the 1,000 unresolved things sitting in the back of your head, that does not recover during sleep. Not automatically. Not just because you closed your eyes for 8 hours. Here's what most people don't realize. You can sleep perfectly and still wake up exhausted if your mental and emotional load never got a chance to decompress. Think about it this way. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack all day. At night you lie down, but you keep the backpack on. 8 hours later you get up. Your legs rested, your back rested, but the weight is still there. You're still carrying everything you were carrying yesterday. That is what mental exhaustion feels like, and sleep alone cannot take the backpack off. There's actually a name for this. Researchers call it allostatic load, the accumulated weight of chronic stress, unresolved emotions, and mental demands on your nervous system. And the data is clear. When your allostatic load is high, no amount of sleep will make you feel rested. What's actually draining you? So if it's not sleep hours, what is it? There are 3 specific things silently draining you every single day. Cause 1. Unfinished mental loops. Your brain is basically a computer that never fully closes its tabs. Every unresolved problem, every decision you haven't made, every conversation you're dreading, every task sitting on your to-do list, your brain keeps those open in the background, running, consuming energy, even while you sleep. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain obsessively holds on to incomplete things. And all those open loops? They are exhausting your mental energy around the clock. The fix is not more sleep. The fix is closing tabs, write things down, make decisions, have the conversation you've been avoiding. Every time you close a loop, you free up mental energy immediately. Cause 2. Dopamine depletion. Here's the thing. Exhaustion is not always about energy. Sometimes it is about motivation, and motivation runs on dopamine. If your days feel like an endless repetition of the same tasks with no sense of progress, no novelty, no wins, your dopamine system slowly depletes, and low dopamine feels exactly like physical exhaustion. Heavy, flat, zero drive. This is why people on vacation, even without sleeping more, suddenly feel more alive. It is not the sleep. It is the novelty, the excitement, the dopamine. The fix is building small wins into your daily life, finishing something, learning something new, making visible progress on anything. Your brain needs wins to produce the energy to keep going. Cause 3. Emotional suppression. This one is the most underestimated. Suppressing emotions, pushing down frustration, anxiety, sadness, stress, takes an enormous amount of energy. It is like flexing a muscle all day long. It is exhausting, and most people do it constantly without realizing it. The energy you spend pretending everything is fine, the energy you spend swallowing your feelings, is energy that is not available for anything else. You don't need to fix everything, but you need to acknowledge what you're feeling. Even just naming an emotion reduces its drain on your system. That is not therapy talk. That is neuroscience. The fix nobody talks about. Look, I am not going to tell you to meditate for an hour or completely rebuild your life. Here are 3 things you can do starting today. 1. Do a brain dump every night before bed. Take 5 minutes. Write down every open loop in your head, every unfinished task, every worry, every decision you need to make. Get it out of your head and onto paper. You are literally closing mental tabs. Most people sleep better within 3 days of starting this. 2. Build one small win into every single day. It doesn't have to be big. Finish one task completely. Learn one new thing. Make one decision you've been avoiding. Your brain needs the dopamine hit of completion. Even small wins refuel the system. 3. Stop performing fine. Find one person, one journal, one outlet, and tell the truth about how you actually feel. You don't have to solve it. Just acknowledge it. The energy you recover from stopping emotional suppression is extraordinary. Here's the real takeaway. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not someone who just needs more sleep. You are someone carrying too much, mentally and emotionally, with nowhere to put it down. The exhaustion is not a mystery. It is information. It is your system telling you that something needs to change. Not your sleep schedule, your mental load. Now you know what to actually do about it. Hit the thumbs up if this gave you a new way of looking at your tiredness. Drop in the comments, which of the 3 causes hit closest to home for you? Unfinished loops, dopamine depletion, or emotional suppression? And subscribe, because every week we break down the real psychology behind why you feel the way you feel, and what to actually do about it. I will see you in the next one.